Great. We are right on time. A lot of people have already joined. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to this amazing live. Um, uh, a short introduction. My name is Aditya Jain, and I'm from Educators. Great. Welcome. So, before diving into, because today's topic was Python beginners to advance, right? So, basically, we want to learn Python and it's a good news for all our community that I was the top one creator that creator. So अभी शायद थोड़ा सा position change होकर second आ गया, but yeah, from I think past couple of days, so I was number one. Woohoo! So as a reward, I decide to, yeah, thanks. So as a reward, I decide to create a game, a simple, intermediate. I don't know how to level this game. It will be a, turtle racing sort of game. So today we are going to do coding, instead of a theoretical session. How about it? We will create a game where two turtles are competing itself. Yeah, nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. I see a lot of Josh. Can I learn Python from scratch and to build complex project by practicing these classes? Definitely, because whenever I deliver something, it's so um, nice and in depth. So stay tuned. But if you want to learn Python in a faster pace, not waiting for the next live, you can um, go and go for the course which is on credit only, or you can buy the course from educators directly. Both options are available. So, all right. So, before diving into this awesome library, which is known as Turtle, I want to show you something which I made when I first learned Turtle library, and this is the Indian flag. Yes, it's greater for free to learn these advanced ones. I think you have to pay in learn tokens. So if you have enough learn tokens, you will get a nice handsome discount, or maybe it will be entirely free. So you have to check how much learn token balance you have, and what is the actual cost of the course. Almost con what all content in is free. Great, great. All content is free. This is all free for you guys. Even you are earning while taking these lives. So let me share my entire screen. I will be sharing my entire screen today. No hiding. Sharing entire thing. Great. So okay, so my screen is shared, and let me open my terminal. And also I'm opening the chat window on my phone so that I don't miss any of your chat. Okay, so give me a second. It will take a second. Okay, meanwhile, I can go to the downloads folder and let me show you something which I created when I first learned about this awesome library, which is known as Turtle. So, Turtle actually is inspired from a old programming language, which is known as Logo. Yep, advanced. So, I will be giving you all the pattern sort of code. This can you can create great patterns using Turtle. I will be giving you that. So my idea is first we will understand what this Turtle library is and how to use it, and then we will create a game, and finally I will show you the showcases of my Turtle collection. But before diving into, I want to show you my very simple and बहुत basic सा दिखने वाला, but it feels so nice and proud sort of thing, because this I created when I was just learning this turtle, and it's our Indian flag. So, uh, so let's say Kanga file. Okay, so let's see Python 3 Indian flag. Just see this, guys. This is awesome. Great. Did you notice that white line starting from exactly middle of the yellow circle, going till down? Let me show you one more time. One more time. See, it's a nice blue background with this flag, and it's going very fast. The actual one was very slow, but before demonstrating you guys, I made it a bit faster. But in the original one, it goes very slow, one single um item at a time, very slow. But I made it fast for you. Yeah, this code is on my GitHub. Go ahead, find this code and make changes and place that poll into the right place. How about this? I can give you the source code for it. Just write GitHub at Vox. You will find me. I have 30 repositories there. It's a lot. And here it is, your Indian flag. I just uploaded it for you. So if you just go here, this is the code. Okay. So let me copy the entire thing and give you. Cool. You are free to change this code. You can do whatever you want to do with this code. Okay. So prerequisites to do this sort of thing, you just need a Python 3.10. So let me show you which version I'm using. Python 3 hyphen hyphen version. Sorry, I misspelled the version. So I have 3.10. So if you have 3.8 or greater, that will be good. Okay, you need at least 3.8 because that supports the latest TK inter and all those things. If you have 3.10, that's really awesome because it's the latest one. Cool. So let's minimize this and create a new file on your desktop. I will say a new file, and file type will be Python. Okay. Let's save it on a desktop. I don't use IDs a lot, so if I did something wrong, let me create a file from my very lovely terminal. I just spend a lot of time on terminal instead of these IDs. So I will say touch um, turtle race.py, and now I can use it here. Open a folder, open desktop. Cool. Here it is, turtlerace.py. And let's delete this one. I don't know what I created just there. Move to trash. Now we will be using this turtlerace.py. Great. Awesome. So, first of all, you need some inputs. The first input will be, let me close the file explorer and zoom a bit. Let me see, everything looks good. Perfect. So, first we need to import two libraries. We are going to use two libraries. The first one is, of course, Turtle. No need to download this library, it's built in, so you already have it. Okay, so don't worry. If you want to check, you can go open your terminal, write Python 3, and just verify by writing import turtle. If you hit enter and you see some error message, that means you don't have turtle. If you don't see any messages, awesome, you already have it. Okay, so as I told, if I if you download Python, you already have turtle, so no worries. Second library is your random. So we are going to use random. Okay, for the gaming fun. All right, cool. So let me show you how you can actually create a turtle. So I will say t is equals to turtle dot turtle. Okay, so this turtle with small t and this turtle is with capital T. So let's save this file and try to run it. To run any Python script, we write Python 3 and the name of the file. So it's turtletrace.py. Okay, something came up and just vanished. So to hold it here, we can use turtle dot main loop. So now if we go to the terminal, try to run it again. Yeah, now it will be there. Cool. So this is the very first step. I have a lot of things happening on my phone today. So this is the first step where we actually create a GUI interface, and this small piece of thing is your turtle. Actually, this is your turtle. It don't looks like a turtle. Don't worry, we can change it. We want to see a turtle, not a what is this triangle. Okay, so let's close this one, and here we can now whatever we are writing, we will be writing in between these two lines. So this is how you can create a turtle, and this is how you can keep your main loop running so that your screen will hold till until you press the cross. So what I will be doing, I will say turtle dot shape. There is a function which is known as shape, and you have various shapes in turtle. You have circle, square, classic, and even you have turtle, something known as turtle. Okay, now notice on the output screen, if I run this program, the shape got changed. Now it's look like a turtle. Yeah, it's beautiful. Who hates turtle? I don't know. Cool. It's too small. Can I zoom it a bit? I can do a full screen, but I think it's. Yeah, I think there is a function to change the size. Well, let's keep it now because at the end of the day, we are going to draw something. And when you draw something, if this turtle is very big in size, it will, spoil the shape. So if you see a dot, that's completely fine. Believe me, it looks like a turtle. Okay. What we can do, we can change the color. Okay, so for example, if you don't want the default color, which is black, so let me show you the color first. So there is a function known as FD. FD is a short for forward. You can write forward or you can write FD. So if you say turtle.fd 100, so it will go 100 pixels forward. Now run it and see. Just went 100 pixels forward. Cool. You can also change the this direction. इसकी direction भी change कर सकते हो. If you say t dot right 90 degree, and then you will say t dot forward with more, let's say this time 300 pixels. Come to your terminal, run this program, and see. Started here. This is a 0 0 location, exactly at the center of the pane. It's 0 0. Then it moves forward 100 pixels, and then it take a right turn by 90 degrees, and then it goes 300 pixels down. Okay, so that's how you operate your turtle. Cool. Sounds good. We can move ahead. Yep. Cool. Confirm me. Like if any doubt or something, write in the chat box. Chat is your best friend. Yeah. Thanks, Vignesh, for confirming. Okay, so that's how you can create a turtle, and not only one. You can have multiple turtles. So my game is like there will be two turtles, and there is a finishing line. So whoever cross or reach that finishing line first will win the game. Okay, so that's the idea. So let's create meaningful variables, not just t. T doesn't sounds good. So I will say player one is equals to turtle dot turtle. Okay, and then player one dot shape. Shape will look like a turtle, and then I will say player one dot color, because I told you we can change the color. So let's say we can have a red one. Okay. So my first turtle will be in red color. Secondly, we can have our player two. So we have two players in this game. So the turtle dot turtle. One second. Turtle dot tuple. How came tuple came here? That's why I don't like this IntelliJ's. So player two dot shape. Again, we want a turtle shape, and let's change its color to. I will say player two dot color. This will be of green. How about this? One is red and one is green. Great. But when this will be executed, all those will superimposed. So let's change the position. So what I will do, I will say go to. There is a function known as go to. So I will say player one dot go to. Let's define some no, initial position. So I will say start x. Okay. So start x is the position where you will actually start the um, race. Okay, we will start the race from start x location and start y. So let's say this is the reference. I want 200 above, and then we have start y, or maybe I don't know 100 maybe. So this is your start locations, and let's also define the end one. I will say end x is equals to maybe 300, and y is equals to 100 again. So, so that's your start location and end location. So what I want my player one to above of this, from the reference point 200 points above. So I will say, or 100 points above. All right. So I will say player one will start at minus start x and then start y, and same sort of calling with my player two with both negatives. So they will be having a nice difference. Great. So let's try to run this one and see what we have done. Okay. So we see a lot of things. This X starts here, go here, and then came here. It's not good. Let's change few more things. Okay, first of all, let's make them or told them please don't draw anything. Okay, their pen is by default down and they keep writing on it. So first of all, let's say, hey turtles, please don't write anything. So I will say player one dot pen pen up. Okay, your pen up function will actually up their pen and they will not write anything. Okay, sorry, I write two here. That's why some. Okay, cool. So player one, player two. Now let's go. Alright. Yeah, cool. You see, first player one and player two were superimposed, and the player one goes above, player two goes down. Right? Let me show you one more time if you missed it. So both the players are on the starting line, starting position में पहुंच चुके हैं. Both players are there now. Great, nice. Let me show you one more time. I really like this animation. Awesome. So what I want them to go to the finishing line and draw a circle for themselves. Okay, so that we can have a reference. Otherwise, we can skip this circle wala part or directly go to the game. But I want two circles here. Okay, so it will look nicer. So let's go. Where's the coding screen? So two players are ready. Let me zoom out. This is the code till here. Do we get recording of it? Definitely, you will find recording of this on my YouTube and here also, both places. Okay, so if you go to your favorite browser and just type educators.in, I will be giving you direct link. Don't worry. So this is a channel, and here you will find all the lives recording. Everywhere you will find these things. Okay, so all live recordings are here. Let me give you the channel link. Okay. Go ahead, consider subscribing. We are 706. Can you watch the recording here? Yep, you can. So Umesh is a hacker. Yo. Oh, awesome. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Great. Okay, cool. So let's come back. So we have both our players ready to fight. And here, let's draw some circles. Right? So let's do a few things to make a circle. It's actually very easy. Just say player one dot go to at some location. So what location we want? We want to send them at this one, the end location. क्या नाम रखा था? Index and y. And यहाँ पहुँच करके I will say player one dot pen down so that they start writing it. Okay, and there is a function which is known as player one dot circle. So I want a circle of some sort of radius. So let's also define this one. Radius, which will be 40. Okay, 40 is a nice decent size. So I want a circle of radius 40. Okay, and again I will say, okay, you have done enough. So your pen should go up. Stop writing. Okay, and go back to the original location. So I will say player one dot go to जो उसकी original location थी. Start x start y. That was the original one, or we have some minus there, the minus x. Okay, so this is how it will draw a circle. Let me show you so that when I draw for the second one, you will have the idea. So this is the player one, and here it is. See how nice this guy is. Let me show you one more time. I really love to see these small friends doing some work for me. Yeah, so I want these circles. So just to have a nice reference, ki, okay, this is the finishing line. Okay, but I guess it's the circle is bit above. Let's bring it down a bit. I will say um and y minus radius. Okay, so I think this will look fine. Let's copy and paste it here. Now we will do some similar sort of things for player two. Player two everywhere. I will say player two, and instead of this, I will say plus. This is the negative. I hope you know the unary operators, right? So unary operators I'm using a lot here. Okay, so let's take it to the original position. It was minus x and minus start y. So that's it. And yeah, everything looks good till here. Let's try to run it. This is my player one, player two. Player one draws its own circle. Player two draws its own circle. Come back to the original location. Perfect. How awesome is this? Can you give a quick recap for the minus? The minus is the unary operator. Unary operator, what unary operator does, it just subtract, it just multiply with minus one. Okay, it's a unary operator in Python. Can we move both together? We can't work on both turtles together if we are following the procedural programming. So this approach is procedural. You can have turtle in two ways, in procedural way and in object oriented way. If you are going for object oriented way, then you can access two turtles at the same time. But in procedural, you have to wait for one to complete and then it will go to the next one. Great, Sumati. Okay, so by here we are done with the preparation part. So now let's create the most important equipment of any board game, which is nothing but your dice. So let's create a dice here. Okay. So I will say I have a die, and I will be using the list comprehensive. So I will say for I and range. I will say one say 7. So what this line will do, it will create a list with these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the numbers you see on a dice face. Yep, these are the numbers you see on a dice face. Great. So I keep checking koi doubt any message. Okay. So now let's have a infinite loop. I will say while true. So in Python, if you want a um, infinite loop, we go for while true. Then you can simply check then you can simply what we can do, you can say let's have a random number. Okay, so what's the idea? I will be having a random number from uh, these numbers, and I will multiply with a constant number. That will the number of steps. Okay, so the game element is, it depends on what number is selected, and then I will multiply with a constant value, and then it will be considered as the number of steps that my player is going to take. Okay, so yeah, that's the fun. So let's create this one. Um, probably I will be creating a loop for this. Otherwise, I have to write same thing for two times. That really doesn't make any sense. So I will say for j in range 2, and let's say user need to hit enter every time. Okay, every time user will hit enter, your player will move forward. Okay, so let's say this player, I will be using a format string. Which player is this? This will be a j+1 player. Okay, so player 1 press enter to um, move forward. Okay, so whatever the player is, it will hit, he or she will hit enter, and then we will get a random number. So let's go ahead and put this logic. I will say let's say result, because step is another variable. So let's say result is equals to random. So here I'm using my favorite random module. Before this live, we have done a lot of hands-on project on Python. You will find in my past streams. Okay, so there also I have used this module a lot, random. So random dot choice, and I will be passing my entire die. So what choice do it? It will receive one, sequence, and out of that sequence, it picks any one randomly and returns to me. So let's calculate number of steps. The number of steps will be your result multiplied by, let's say, maybe 30. Not 30, will be a bigger number. Let's say 15. 15 is good. Or let's say 20. If you want to speed up, you can have a bigger number. If you want to go slow, you can have a lower number. So that's your steps. Then you can have a simple if statement, or you can use a ternary operator. I will say player one dot forward steps. Hey player one, take these number of steps if your j value is 0. Otherwise, I will say player two dot forward steps. Okay. So if j is 0, that means I'm talking about player number 1, and if j is 1, that means I'm talking about player 2. Okay, so जिसकी बारी होगी वही आगे move करेगा. So that's your while loop. Okay, so let's see how this is it's performing. Okay, so let's open this one. Cool. This is my player 1. Great, finishing line done. Player 2, finishing line done. And now they will start. Okay, I need to hit enter, right? So let's place it here, and let's take it here also. It's how they manage the multiple screens is lot to do. Cool, let's keep it here only. I will say hit enter, and you notice player 1 start moving forward. And if you hit enter, player 2 move this time. Now player 1, player 2, keep hitting enter, and they will keep on moving in the random um, you know they will keep on moving, because we don't have any finishing line. Okay, we haven't write any code for the finishing line. So that's the idea. I did it. Let me do in this way. I can do a full screen, then run it again. Now I can take to the, yeah, cool, great. So now if you hit enter, see my little players are moving, running for to win the game. I like the concept of game. Yay! So cool. So see, जो भी इनमें से पहले पहुंचेगा, um, they they will win the game. So let's make that logic. We don't have that logic yet, so let's go ahead and make it. Cool, guys. So So nice, you're enjoying this one. Okay. So let's put a if statement. Um, if so, there is a function which is known as position. So I will be getting the position of player one. So I will say position of player one, and I will compare if the position is greater than or even equals to your end x and end y. Okay, so whatever the end x and end y are, if the position of my player one is greater than or equals to that, so I will say I will print player one wins. Hooray! Player one wins, and then I will break the loop. Else if I will be checking player two dot position is greater than equal, same condition is there. And x and y, I will say print player two wins. And a lot of exclamatory. Then break again. And finally, if nothing is true, so we have to run this for loop. So in Python, you have to manage the indentation. That's very important. Save it and see the code. It's almost ready. I believe this should work properly. Really cool. We managed to make a game in the stream itself. Yeah, we managed to make a lot of projects in stream itself. The previous stream, so it's not a new thing. So let's run this one. And my turtles are ready. They're already working. Let's move this one here, not here. Okay, cool. So now in the left hand side, I have my board ready, gaming board, and in the left hand side, this is my terminal. I will be hitting enter, and they will be moving forward. So let's hit enter. So my red player moves forward. Let's hit enter. Now the green player is moving forward. Again enter. So red is moving forward. So in the random, we don't know what values are pegged. So if you want to know, see this time greens move a little ahead, like a lot ahead as compared to the previous steps. Okay, so if you want to know what steps they are taking, you can go ahead and print that value, step value here. Okay, so see, they are again on the tie sort of thing, but anything can change. Very tension wala mahal. Who will win? See, red moved a lot closer to the finishing line. Boom! But green is at the edge, but he needs to cross this one. Red chalta aa raha hai. But boom, green almost reached the line, reached the end location. See if you notice, green reached almost the end location. So your player two wins. It does when it does play. See, just right now. Yes, but it says player two wins already. Yeah. Cool. If I make it bigger, let's see. No, actually, this is the final. It's actually a round shape. So see, the positions are the reference point in a vertical line. Yeah, these are the vertical lines, and it's a bit round. So probably here and there, it's not like that. Okay, I enjoyed this one. Let's play one more time. It's great game. Let's play one more time. I really enjoy this. Let's take it to the terminal. And yeah, just for a change, this time the right is the board and left is. Why not just make a line for the finish? Because I don't know, I like round one. If you want, you can change and make a line there. Same. Let me show you where you can make the change. Here, instead of a circle, draw a line. Once again, the code. Yep. After playing one more game, how about this? Let's see who win this time. The red took a very big step. Green is a bit slow. Red is again running. It's like a rabbit and tortoise wala story. But anything can change. Oh, red is almost there. Boom. But player one wins. It's almost there. See, again the same thing. It's a draw line if you want actual finishing sort of thing. I don't know. I like the zone sort of. जैसे PUBG में zone आ जाता है. That's why I created circles. Bad PUBG reference. Ban हो गया शायद. I don't know. I don't play games a lot. I play games which I create. Okay, so someone said to explain the code again. It's yeah. Let's go ahead, and I will be explaining you code one more time. Okay, so in the first two lines, I'm importing my two awesome libraries. The first one is your turtle. Second is the random. And in the next lines, I'm creating some coordinates. It's like a XY plane. जो आपने um, 8th 9th class में maths में पढ़े होंगे coordinate planes. So exactly वही है. So whenever the screen pops up, the very center of the screen is the 0 0 origin. Above that is your positive y-axis. Below that is your negative y-axis. In the right, it is positive x-axis, and in the left, it's negative x-axis. Okay, so I say the start location should be positive 200 and positive y it's 100, but I will be using these unary operators as per my requirement. So I want the player one to start with negative um, uh, x coordinate, so it will go a bit behind ताकि origin से थोड़ा पीछे चला जाए. And similarly player 2 origin से थोड़ा पीछे, which is थोड़ा मतलब 200 pixels पीछे. And start y means my player 1 will be at the start y का positive side, यानी कि positive y में, and player 2 will be in the negative y, which is नीचे थोड़ा सा. That's why you see that animation. They were superimposed in the origin, and then they move either, and then they move either. That's why you see that little animation. Okay, here I change the shape. If you keep it default, it will show you a classic triangle. Okay, which we don't like. We want to see turtles. If you just comment this line, it will change the cursor shape from turtle to a classic triangle sort of thing. But we want turtles. That's why I'm saying I want turtle. Or you can compete between them. You can say, let's comment for player two. Let me show you. If you now run this one, see, the first one is turtle and second one is just a um, classic triangle. Okay, so that's the difference. You have few more options. You can refer this document. It's a very beautiful document. Just write Python turtle, or I will be giving you this awesome link. Okay, so this is the link. कहाँ गया? Yeah, this is the document link. Here you will find all those things. You see this this shapes look so great. I have more great shapes to show. Okay, hold, don't go anywhere. I have a lot great shapes to show you. Using turtle, you will be amazed. Done. And then here I'm just putting some different colors. So I want my player one in the red color, and I want my player two in the green color. Okay, and I already explained go to lines. Cool. And from these lines, these two parts, I'm drawing the circle. So I'm saying, hey player one, go to end x and end y, and do the pen down. Otherwise they will whenever your turtle start moving, it start drawing. By default pen settings is down. If you say pen up, it will pen up, and when your turtle start moving, it will not draw anything, or you can say there will be no footprints. So here I told them to pen up. That's why I'm saying, hey, brings your pen down and please draw a circle. And immediately after drawing the circle, I'm saying do the pen up back. Okay, and move to your original location. So these are the original locations where they were originally. Okay, and here we are creating a dice. This is the very nice syntax of Python comprehensive list. So this will be create this sort of list. And here I'm running one infinite loop because I don't know how many iterations it will take to complete the race. So I'm running one infinite loop, and I'm just checking player one position is greater than or equals to this end one, or player two position is greater than or equals to this end one. So whoever cross this first will win the game. Okay, and if no one does it, we will go ahead and pick number of steps. So how we are picking number of steps? By saying random dot choice. So out of this dice 1 2 3 4 5 6, I will be picking one random number and then multiplying with a constant value. This value depends on the speed, like how fast your game will be over. Okay, so if you have a higher number, definitely your turtle is going to move a higher steps. If you have a lower number, they will be moving a lower steps. So if you want to go slow, make it lower. If you want to go faster, make it more higher. And then I'm simply checking this j loop. If j is 0, so which means I'm talking about the first player. So make first player move these many steps. And if j is not 0, make player 2 move these many steps. And that's it. This turtle main loop will keep the screen even after completing the execution. So that's why I'm using turtle.main loop. So that's your code. How was it? Hmm? Super, super duper. Yeah, everyone likes it. Logical. Point to point. What else you can say? Great. Easier than I expected. Yeah. So you can also find the source code on my GitHub. Go ahead and find my GitHub. It has a 30 repositories. You will find a lot of informative things in different domains. Yeah, I'm not like who works on one single thing. I works on everything. Yeah, these are turtle things, two turtle repositories. More will be probably below. I have some sort of encryption, portfolio, HTML. A lot of things are there. Guess the number is another game we did in the live. So you can also watch that live, and here is the source code. So you can have fun with my repositories. Okay, so before leaving this, we don't want to leave. We love these lives, but we have to. But before leaving, let me show you some awesome shapes that you can draw using this turtle. So I'll be starting with a very simple one. Maybe you will not like this one, but let's see this. It's a very simple one. Okay, it's very simple one. But after this, from 2.py, it will change your mood. So this is your first. Here, see, if you notice, the lines are much broader. Yep. So this is your turtle. Cool. So that's a very simple shape. I know it's not very much appealing, but let me show you the next one. You're gonna love next one. 2.py. Are you guys ready for see the magic? See in the full screen. This is the turtle. Wow. This is the same turtle you used to make a game. Actually, Turtle Library was inspired from, not inspired, actually re-implemented from a old programming language, which is nothing but Logo. It's a very nice language which is used for doing more or less the same thing. You can simply search Logo programming language. Okay, see, this is the actual language, and here it does more or less same thing. Okay, and if you guys like this project, I have a lot of things in Turtle also. Like you can bind your Turtle with your key, keypad. You can use your keypad, like above wala key will make your Turtle move above, right wala will make it move to the right. For these, I think that's not on my GitHub. Okay, I will upload it. Okay, abhi second my surprise. Okay, let's see the third one. You will be like, oh god, see this one. It looks so nice, trippy. Yep, it's a nice 3D effects. See, it's still moving. Still creating those patterns, and very thread-like structure. I just want this turtle to move the entire day. I will just sit on my chair and see it moving. Yeah, now it stopped. Okay, one last. This is probably my favorite. It's 4.py. See this one. This is my favorite one. I don't know. I just watch and then repeat. Um, you see, something is happening here. Yep. Yep, you can add more colors. I think it have all the WebGR. I don't know from where you will find more colors. Yeah, it stopped now. It has all your WebGR colors. Cool. So yeah, that's your Python turtle. Any question, guys?